Hey guys, and welcome to another video. On this episode, I'll be giving you a July 2020 update on my M1 Finance portfolio. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Romel, and on this channel we talk about all things related to finance, investing, and building wealth. We discuss mindsets, strategies, techniques, and resources to help you in your journey to build wealth. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. We produce new content every week. This M1 Finance portfolio is something that I started back in May, and I've been doing monthly recaps to show you how my performance has been. One of the reasons I like M1 Finance is because it's very easy to start. It's very easy to start, you need little money, and you get access to thousands of companies. And that's because they do fractional share investing. M1 Finance is actually something that I started back in May, and every month since then, I've been giving you guys monthly updates to show you how much I've been seeing in my stock gains, how much I've been receiving in dividends, and I've been showing you all of the stocks I have in my portfolio. Alright guys, before we begin, I'd like to address one of the comments I got on my other video, which was that I was sitting a bit close to the camera. And so to prove to you guys that I do read the comments, other than you guys getting notifications that I loved your comment and I replied, I actually do take your comments into consideration. And so based on that comment, I am sitting a little bit further back. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, so the current account value for my M1 Finance portfolio is $1,316.86. I'm currently seeing an increase of $142.90, and my overall performance is up 22.98%. If we scroll to the summary page, you'll see that my current value is what I said, $1,316.86. Of that, my net cash flow is $1,178.37, and my market gain is $138.49. One of the things that's different between the two is that the market gain represents the increases that I've gotten from stocks. So that's based on companies increasing in their value, and thus my portfolio is increasing as well. The difference between what you see on the first page of the $142 and the market gain is that it doesn't include the earned dividends. Dividends are basically money that companies pay to their shareholders either on a monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis for investing in their company. And so the earned dividends I have is $4.41. So my total gain, which is what you see on the first page or the home page of the M1 Finance screen, is $142.90, giving me a total return of 22.98%. Also, if you look at the chart here, it shows that I started with just around $100. And actually, it looks like I started in April, but I don't think I started doing my M1 Finance review until May, and so that's why previously in the video I said that I started doing this back in May. And that's the point of this, is that with as little as $100 you can start investing. Alright, another thing to see is that I currently have cash, so that's not part of the current value. I have $144.73, and I have trades pending. And the reason for that is because I contributed money to my account on Friday after the 10 a.m. trade window. And so obviously, well, actually not obvious, but for those of you that don't know M1 Finance, they have one trading window, which is at 10 a.m. every day. And so if you don't have your money cleared in your account by that time, then it's not going to do the automatic purchases for you. So because I did the deposit and it cleared after the 10 a.m. window, I currently have trades pending, which hasn't hit my account yet. Alright, now let's go through the stocks I have in my portfolio. The first one here is my largest share, and this is supposed to be 42% of my whole portfolio, and that's the Berkshire Hathaway pie. For those of you that don't know, M1 Finance has this really cool thing called expert pies, which are basically templates that you can add to your portfolio that replicates some of the larger hedge funds. The one I have in here is called Berkshire Hathaway, and if we go into it, we see that it has a whole bunch of companies in here, different sectors, and different weighted percentages of each. The largest holding is Apple. It's supposed to be 37% of this slice, but it's currently at 40.2%, so it's a bit overweight, but that's fine. One thing about M1 Finance is that it's going to rebalance itself automatically. Second holding here is Bank of America. Well, let's talk about Apple. Apple, I'm seeing some great returns at 58.85%. It's up $53, which is huge. Bank of America is another one that I'm seeing some good returns at 12.29%. Coca-Cola, I'm seeing around 5.5%. American Express, I'm seeing about 4.5%. Wells Fargo isn't doing too good. It has, a negative performance right now. I'm down actually $2.68, but that's okay. I'm in this for the long run, so even though it's a negative right now, 5 to 10 years down the line, I still do believe in this company, and so I haven't taken it out of my portfolio. Heinz is also seeing a good return at 20.75%, so 20.76% increase. JP Morgan's another one. I know a lot of the bank stocks have seen declines because of their pandemic, but I started this account early enough that I think when I bought into them, they were just coming up, and so a lot of these are indicative of that. Most of my positions are green because I bought them at a time when the market was tanking. All right, next one here is Moody's. That's also seeing a 15% increase. U.S. Bancorp is another one seeing at around 9.8% increase. Davida's 18%. BNY is not doing too well, but I'm only down 4 cents, which it's fine. Amazon, obviously, I wish this was a bigger holding, but we can't predict the future. And this is the percentage allocation that was already given in the expert pie. So I'm just going to let this ride and see where it goes. This is up 30%, so that's huge. Charter Communications is up 21%. Costco, another great company. Costco is I actually have a membership to Costco. There's one that's local to me, so I actually do love Costco and their business model. All right, let's go back into it. General Motors is up 5.5%. Liberty Media Corp is up 6.9%. MasterCard is up 14, almost 15%. PNC is up 2.6%. VeriSign is up 6.45%. And Visa is up 3.52%. As you can see, it's doing fairly well, especially since it's just an expert pie or a template that I've been using. So that whole slice is up 23.93%, which is huge, right? Although there was like one or two companies that are in the red, overall, it's a healthy investment. The next one I have here is the Dividend Aristocrats pie, and this is one that I made based on the list at the time, back in May, of Dividend Aristocrats. For those of you that don't know, Dividend Aristocrats are companies that have had historical performance over 25 years of both issuing and increasing their dividends to shareholders. So they're very stable companies, and they're great investments for people that are looking for passive income. All right, this whole slice is up 6%. All right, let's go through the Dividend Aristocrats. I'm not going to go through the whole list just because I think I have about 100 companies in here. But let's sort it by total gain. All right, so the biggest gain I have on here is Cincinnati Financial Corp. It's up 34%. Leggett and Platt is up 30%. Cintas, which is one of the companies I talked about in one of my other videos, is up 22%. Lind is up 21%. BDX is up 18%. Lowe's, that's another one I talked about in my other video, is up 16.4%. All right, and if you want to go through one of my other videos, I actually show you all of these companies in great detail. And actually, let me just scroll through this list real quick so you can see all of my holdings. So you can see there's a lot of companies on here. Johnson & Johnson, everyone's talked about Johnson & Johnson being a great dividend issuing company, very stable, and I agree, and that's why it's on here. Walgreens Boots Alliance, AT&T, that's another great dividend aristocrat. Everyone loves AT&T, especially because they have a high dividend yield. Exxon, Chevron, ADP, and Ecolab. So that's a list of the dividend aristocrats I have in my portfolio. Yeah, I'm going to just keep it there and I'm not going to change it. All right, next one I have on here is an ETF, which is the Vanguard High Dividend Yield Index ETF. ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund, and what that is basically a group of companies that basically make one stock. So if you don't have M1 Finance, you can't do this weighted pie sort of thing because you have to buy shares of companies. But when you invest in ETFs, it's basically like having that same ability to invest in one type of stock that has multiple companies in it. And so that's what an ETF is. And that's what I like about it because it helps you diversify your portfolio. This Vanguard High Dividend ETF is currently up 8.35%. So it's seeing some great performance. It's in the green. And I get dividends from it, which is great. The other one I have on here is VTI. VTI is the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund ETF. This is another great company, and that's because it actually has basically shares of all the companies listed on the stock market. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but I did do a video saying that VTI is one of the best ETFs and VTSAX is one of the best index funds to invest in, and that's because you're investing in the whole market when you invest in them. One of the things that people say is that index funds usually outperform the market, and this VTI performance is kind of indicative of that. You see it's up 19%, which is better than a lot of the other stock picks I have. Well, not a lot, but most of the other stock picks I have. All right, the next one I have is my 5G stocks slice. The whole slice is up 11.43%. If we go into it, you'll see a lot of the companies I have on here are based on one of my previous videos regarding the top 5G stocks. So let's see by my total gain. Let's do it from highest to lowest. I'm not going to go through well, I'll probably scroll through all of them just so you guys can see. My highest return is from Maycom Technology Solutions at 33%. Qualcomm is seeing a great return at 26%. Ericsson is seeing another great return at 27%. Nvidia is seeing an 18% return. Skyworks Solutions 16%. Corning, that's the glass company, is up 15%. Sienna Corp up 13%. Nokia is up 13%. And Nokia, other than M1 Finance, I do actually have holdings in Nokia on my Robinhood portfolio, and that's one of my biggest holdings. Let's see, Applied Materials, it's up 12%. FIVG, for those of you that don't know, this is actually the 5G ETF. So a lot of the companies that I have on this slice are actually held also within the 5G ETF. It's also on one of my other videos. One thing to note about the 5G ETF is that Nokia is actually its biggest holding. So there is some redundancy in my portfolio, but I like to keep it that way just for diversity in my portfolio. All right, Resonance, another company, VFV Solutions, SBA, Marvel, American Tower, Keysight Solutions, Micron, Crown Castle, and China Mobile. So that is what makes up my 5G stocks slice in my M1 Finance pie. All right, let me just resort this to show the target percentages. The other company I have here is Shopify. Shopify is seeing a great return at 91%. One of the things that happened this month was that they partnered with Walmart. So I think, aside from them just killing it in this whole e-commerce game, them partnering with Walmart is also going to change the game for both companies. O Realty Income. This is one of the most talked about uh, stocks on YouTube for dividends and for real estate. This is seeing a great return at 18%. And then last but definitely not least, especially this past month, is Tesla. I currently have them as 2% of my whole portfolio. Obviously, I wish I had it more, but it is what it is. So they're seeing a great return at over 110% increase, which is crazy. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think. That's an overview of my July performance of my M1 Finance portfolio. As you can see, the account value has been going up because of market gains and also because I've been contributing to the account on a weekly basis. Every Friday, I put $100 into the account just so that we could see the account grow and see all my stocks basically, do what they got to do, make some money, see some increases or declines, right? I've had mostly green stocks, but there's I think probably less than 5 red stocks that were in there. So hope you guys like that. If you want to connect with me on other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I'll leave links in the description down below. If you haven't yet, please smash the like button to let the YouTube algorithm know that you like the content we produce. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one.